Hey y'all, and welcome back to the farm here on Kinlaig. I want to start this day off just like every other and load up our spinneries here, which are both pretty much full. You can see that one on the end is full. We'll dump these off here. And oh yeah, that thing is full too. We've got a lot of extra pallets of wool. I need to build another spinnery, but I don't have the funds for it right now. But yeah, I spent some extra time this morning loading up our sawmills. But the most important thing I want to check on today is this offshore aquaculture. And it looks like our young salmon that we load this thing with has gone down, and our young trout has actually gone up, looks like. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. I might have to up our fish breeding and do two things of young salmon here, but it's used over or right at half of the fish food we gave it yesterday. So yeah, we're just kind of getting used to those productions and seeing what all they need. But in the meantime, I've got a lot of wood products here to organize. And if we look at our bank account, we've got 45,000, which is the lowest we've been at in quite some time. Although it's not a big worry, as we're making, I feel like, $250,000 every month, just with various productions and these wood products and stuff. So I'm going to get these organized, and I think we're going to sell the prefab walls today. And then we're going to sell a lot more wood products in the next month. So I'll get all these organized, and yeah, we'll try to sell some prefab walls to start this one off and make some money back. And then we'll go check on our aquaculture, and we'll also check on that wheat field too. We might do some fertilizing. Yeah, get it ready to harvest in the next couple months. But yeah, let's get this cleaned up, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Got one more pallet of prefab walls here, and we'll take a look at where we're going to take these. Let's park that telehandler right here. Restrap all this. And we'll be super careful on our way there. But we need to find out where we're going first. So let's go to the prices page, find prefab walls. Where are we looking? Right there. Looks like we are going to go to the Logistic Center Railroad. So let's tag that. I'll see you guys over there for our payment. Easy does it, sweet tea. One thing I've learned about these unrealistic heights of stacking on this trailer is just restrapping as you're driving. If that top layer is kind of scooting away from you, just restrap it. It tends to reattach it, make it a little bit more secure. But we're here now, so let's see what we can make. 91 plus 7, so nearly 100,000 right there for those. Love it, love it. That puts us back up to 143,000. I think while I'm down here on this end and we got some funds back, I'm going to go to the shop. We'll get some fish food, and we'll deliver that to our fish breeding since we're on this end of town. So yeah, let's take care of that real quick. See, we got animals, food, fish food pallet. I think we'll do the same thing we did in the last one. We'll spend $40,000 on fish food here. That's a full layer on our trailer here. And we'll just keep it all unloaded over there. What's it use? It uses over 15,000 per day. So it might not need a whole pallet every day, but yeah, we need to keep on top of it for sure. And a matter of fact, I think the salmon and trout are actually good to sell during the summer months. So we're not going to have really a lot to sell. It might be actually next month. And obviously, we're not going to have a lot to sell then, but it's going to be a little bit of a payment anyway, and we'll get an idea of how much these are actually worth too. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. I'm going to wear this road out going through these tracks here, going back and forth from the shop to this place. Oh, there's Beth again. Or we're going to see a lot of her. I might want to blacktop all this little area over here too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep it grass for now. All right, I think that's full. Might actually just leave this trailer here for now. So make sure that's going. Oh, check in on our big John Deere cotton harvester there. Oh yeah, this reminds me. Let's repair all this just to keep on top of our repairs. And we'll see about doing some contracts here. Oh, we got a couple of big ones here. Farmland 12. That's 9,000, and 32 is 11,000. 44. Where is 44? Yeah, I think let's do Farmland 32. It's the most rewarding one. It's plumb on the other side of the map, but that's okay. We'll get it there. But this will be some good extra money for us in the background. We'll stick with that same strategy. I imagine I'll just keep doing this until we're absolutely billionaires. You know what? I'll get a driver to drive over there, because that might take a hot minute. And hopefully he can make it over here. I think that's one where the gate's like right there. We'll see if he can make that. I'm going to fill up our spreader. Well, it's already pretty much full of fertilizer. That is definitely enough to do our field. Oh, but you know what? It's pretty much a grown wheat field, so let's back this up and put the right tires on it. I think I did just repair this one in the last month. So it doesn't need repairs, but we do need some narrow tires, and we don't have to pay for it because we have done this before. Oh yeah, nice thin tires. We got our crop sensor on it, so y'all see you guys over there, and we'll knock that field out really quickly. Yeah, we're not destroying the crop, so that's good. This is only going to take maybe 3 passes here. I might not even have to fast forward this. Make sure crop sensor's on. Yeah, here we go. Our driver still hasn't even made it over there to the hoeing contract yet. We'll probably end up getting this field done before he even gets over there. But yeah, this is using a lot of fertilizer. It's a horribly shaped field. My goodness, this owner absolutely neglected his wheat. But yeah, I am fairly set on the idea of once we harvest this up, we're just going to blacktop this entire field and turn this into a production area. We'll put all of our spinneries over here, and as soon as I get the money, I'm going to buy a couple more spinneries anyway, as we're keeping our 2 over full, and we need at least one more to keep up with our sheep. Our sheep are just producing wool at a crazy rate. But man, the selling of clothes, what do we have, 20 pallets this year? And made almost $500,000. That is well worth it. And then this year we're going to have cotton on top of that. We're going to be a multi-millionaire this time next year, for sure. This field actually might not be worth all this work, but we're going to do it anyway. We'll fertilize it. We'll rent a small harvester and header, and then we'll put this in our grain mill, turn it into flour. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more this is kind of a waste of time, really. But we'll see, we'll see. Surely we can make a little profit off of it, even if we're renting everything. I don't know. It's a super tiny field, though, so it makes it less worth it. There you have it. That didn't take but what, a minute, 2 minutes? And now the pH value, the nitrogen, everything is looking okay. And this driver is just now turning in here. I'll take it from here, buddy. That's actually kind of crazy. That took him that long to drive across the mat. Which, granted, this is on the very opposite end of our farm, so it does take a little bit to drive here. Squeeze him in here. We'll get him going. And I might actually check on some contracts. Maybe for some fertilizing contracts since we got this out. We still got a whole thing of fertilizer in it. Let's just take a look here. Oh, there's a nice expensive cultivating contract. But we got one fertilizing contract here. There's another weeding one there by the shop. Yeah, let's go knock out 39. Where was that at? I don't even see field 39. Okay, it's southeast of our farm. All right, that's quite a bit of a drive. I didn't realize that, but all right. I will drive down there. We'll knock it out. And I might actually do that other hoeing contract if he knocks field 32, was it? If he knocks it out pretty quick. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys down there at my field. Just started raining as soon as I'm about to pull in this guy's field. This is a relatively small field too. But I guess the spread on our fertilizer makes pretty much any field small, but I'll probably speed this one up a little bit. Yeah, I'll catch you guys when we're done. There we have it. That's his contract knocked out. As the rain just keeps coming in. It's raining cats and dogs now. It's gotten heavier since we've started. Hope we didn't make too much of a mess of this guy's field. I'll have to apologize to him. But hey, we got his field fertilized. That's what he wanted. And I think to get back home, yeah, I took the top route there, but I'm going to take this little road to go back home here. It should be a lot quicker. We'll go ahead and accept that, get our payment. Cultivating, I actually might do that contract right there. We'll see, we'll see. Let me get home. I'll probably wash this thing up, as it is a muddy mess. But I want to try to take this path. See if we get home via this dirt road, as it was kind of a scenic route to get to this field for me. I don't know, I took a wrong turn somewhere and it took quite a while to get here. Yeah, we've just crossed the railroad tracks there. I feel like Goldcrest Valley is pretty close through here. There's an abandoned, broke down shack. But yeah, okay, this road comes out right between our neighbor's field and our second largest cotton field there. Nice. Yeah, I've never took that back road there. Let's get this back to the farm. I'll get it cleaned up, and I think I will do that cultivating contract or have a worker do it. And yeah, we'll probably just fish to end the episode. I know it's going to be an early one, but we've got all of our field work complete a couple of months ago. And it's just a matter of keeping up with all of our productions. Get this thing washed off, and I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, before we take this thing over to another field, let's switch our tires back. We only need the narrow tires for our own fertilizing jobs. Yeah, we'll put the wide weighted tires back on it. And we'll send this guy over. Well, actually, I guess I need to accept the contract first, huh? You know what? Let's go ahead and accept this big weeding contract too here. Field number 5, that's by the shop. Let's collect that earnings. And then the cultivating contract. Where was that? Oh, very top. Field 33. Well, that's right by the hoeing contract we just completed. All right, well, I'll get all this sorted out here. Yeah, I'll probably end up having a worker do that, and we'll just fish to end the episode. Let's get this worker lined out here, let him take off. I know I could do this myself and make the video longer, but I don't want to bore you guys too much. So we'll let the workers do that. Let's take a look at the castle, though, before we go fishing. And looks like it's doing pretty good. It's got enough castle stones for this project. Yeah, looks like it's coming along really nicely. But yeah, we ain't got too much more to do in this one, so yeah, we might keep this super short here. I'll probably wait until next month to sell a lot of our wood products. So we'll have that to look forward to in the next one. But yeah, I don't want to keep boring you guys with the same old stuff as far as contract work, especially since it's not our own fields. But it is part of the gig. You know, this is a simulation game after all. We need to make as much money as we can, which is what I'm trying to do. And trying to do it in some of the most efficient ways I can, or that I know how to anyway. I think this would be pretty cool if you could just fish and catch them and release them back into your own ponds for fish breeding or what have you over there. That'd be a nice little addition. But if I'm catching them that big, yeah, I'm selling that every time. $400, heck yeah. But yeah, I'll sell a lot of wood products in the next episode. Let's see, what are we in, May? So June might be the month to sell fish. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. Yeah, I'm going to sell a lot more wood products. The castle may need some more stones and roof shingles. We'll have to check on that. There's still quite a bit to do and keep up with during the summer months. It's almost like we reversed our harvest and seeding seasons. I feel like now the winter months, the fall and winter, are the busy months in the summer. We can actually do stuff and just find stuff to keep us busy, but that's all right. We'll keep trucking along. We're going to end this month with nearly 120K in the bank. That's enough for 3 months worth of fish food, as I'm starting to get worried about that thing. Looks like it's going to take a lot of money. Hopefully it makes a lot of money, though. Well, we shall see. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. As always, please do leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, y'all keep it sweet.